Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. Today I'd like to talk to you about communication skills in the 21st century. Communication is the process of building up meaning, creating meaning, and sharing it with the other people. So it is not one-sided, but at least two-sided process. Your communication strategies and your communication skills determine the nature of relationship between you and the other people. So if you know how to use communication skills well enough, you'll be able to build up good relationships with the other people, which is going to bring happiness, success, and stability into your life, in your private life, in your social life, in your professional life as well. So when we communicate by using our four skills, basic skills: writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And just 9% of communication is done through writing, and 16% of communication is done through reading, and 35% of communication is done through speaking, and 45% of communication is done through listening. These numbers are putting forward some important facts. Rather than speaking or trying to speak when we are communicating with the others, we should know how to listen. Because listening takes up 45% of the communication there. And in order to build up the meaning, create the meaning, we should know how to listen. Even Socrates, about 2,500 years ago, put it this way: so we have two eyes, two ears, but only one mouth. To this end, we should see, observe, and listen and hear more than we speak. Even in many cultures, we have a proverb: silence is golden, speech is silver. My observation is that when people are communicating, they are fighting for the turn to speak. They are not willing to give the word to the other side. So it is creating lots of problems because it's causing some communication breakdown or some misunderstanding. So we should be able to withhold our feelings, and we should know how to wait until the end of our interlocutor's speech. Then accordingly you can give feedback, provide feedback, or you may put some additions to the conversation, to the communication. So it's, I think, vital for us to know how to listen as well as how to speak. When we communicate to give a message. And when we give a message, we are using our voice, our body language, and of course the language itself. A research study reveals that only 7% of the message is conveyed through words. Just 7% of the message is given through words. And 38% of the message is conveyed through our voice, what we hear, which means our tone of voice, our vocal clarity, and our verbal expressiveness. And 55% of the message is conveyed through what we see and feel, which means our mimicry, facial expressions, our eye contact, our gestures, our body language, our dress code, our touches. So all of them actually take up 55% of the message there. That's why when we are talking on the phone with the other people, since this 55% is missing there, this visuality is missing there, so on many occasions we find ourselves in misunderstandings because you have to just depend on what you hear and the language itself. But together they are making up just 45% of the message. So 55% is missing there. So if you do not want to misunderstand other people, or if you don't want to be misunderstood, you have to make sure that you are speaking somebody or communicating with somebody, and you should, and both of you should be able to see all your facial expressions, your body language, your gestures, and your mimicry. Of course, the tone of voice, your vocal, let's say, clarity, and your verbal expressiveness also play a major role in terms of giving the message in the right way. So when we put all of them together, we generally underestimate the value of using our body language when we want to give a particular kind of message. Talking and speaking is not enough to give your message to the other side correctly. Again, another scientific research reveals that more than 70% of people are not able to give the right message to the other side because they fail in one of these communication skills. Either they cannot articulate words very well, they cannot pronounce words very well, or their verbal expressiveness is not good enough, or they cannot use their body language often enough or successfully. So just talking is not enough to give your message correctly. Body language, right? Your tone of voice, your pitch of voice, your intonation, your again clarity of voice, and your pronunciation, your articulation, along with your body language, mimicry, facial expressions, your touch, your eye contact, your even dress code come together. And then if they are all in parallel and giving the same message, so I think you are reducing down the likelihood of getting misunderstood. In this regard, having correct communication skills are important for all of us here to build up good relations with the people. So if we have good relationship with the other people, which is going to add up, contribute to our success in life. So guys, I advise you to work on your communication skills. So well, the essence of what I've been trying to say is communication skills is one of the most important skills in the 21st century. And we need to know how to express ourselves in the right manner to give our message in the best way possible to our interlocutors or the people that we are talking to. And our success and happiness and our stability in life, I believe, basically depends upon our success in these basic communication skills. I advise all of you, please, to think about it. And if you have some weaknesses, if you have some shortcomings about these communication skills, so let's work on it and let's try our best to improve our communication skills for a better life, for more happiness and for more success and stability on our lives. Thank you very much for listening to me today. So if you like these videos, could you please click on the like button? So if you haven't subscribed yet, so please subscribe my channel. And if you share these videos on your social media platforms, I'll be thankful, really. Again, thank you very much and have a good day.